Oh, okay, it helps if I actually turn the model tracking on before I actually try and connect from my iPhone. Okay. We're learning new things every single day. Okay. Is it, oh, right. I also need to change to the output to Meteen Pro. Okay, there we go. Here I am. Wow, look at me. God, okay. Oh wow, this is maybe too much range of motion. Oh, did YouTube freeze again? Okay, we're having all kinds of technical issues today. It's exciting. God, maybe do I need to like turn off body capture or something? Okay, well, I think that works. Anyway, we're slightly more expressive today because I had upgraded my tracking software, so I can, and also learned some fancy tricks about adding a bunch of iPhone recognizable blend shapes to a VROID model. So I can make all you can actually see better what expressions I'm making on stream. Which will be funny when I start writing because I have a bad habit of making the expressions that I am writing while I'm doing that writing. Anyway, I don't know if anyone's here with me, but it's 6:42, so I'm gonna get started because I spent a lot of time troubleshooting. This is what I get for starting. Oh, hey, Plushymancer. This is what I get for not waiting to do all my like tech testing right before I start streaming. Anyway, timers on? Is the timer running? Is the timer gonna run? I don't why is it not doing anything again? Okay, well we are always here in Scuff Stream Hell, so I will simply remember that at 7:02 I will stop. Oh, hey, Jess. Oh. You know, my cat was actually trying to sit on my desk chair for the very first time earlier tonight, which she has never done before, and she was looking like she was going to get very comfy. Oh, hey, Ivory and Horn, welcome. I had to chase her out of the chair though because I needed to sit in it, obviously. Well, that's reasonable. That's a normal cat thing to want. Oh god, is this frozen? I might need to restart the tracker. Experiencing suffering. Okay, there we go. Actually, why is it... Is my overlay just not updating? What if I just refresh it? sorry, my the tech on this stream. I'm testing out a few new things. As you can see, I'm models moving around a little bit more on stream, which is nice, but also is causing some other things to lose their entire fucking shit. So here we are. Why am I putting quotes around that? I'm slightly jittery today because I'm extremely awake. I shotgunned 2 whole energy drinks earlier today because I am having a real sleepy bitch time existing in flesh. And energy drinks are the only thing that really, like, gets me going in the morning. As it turns out, coffee does not do the trick. I have progressed to a new stage of absolute programmer gremlin bitch hell. I have no idea what... Which, however, this is resulting in me forgetting instantaneously what sentence I'm trying to write, apparently. Right, and also I need to restart my computer so that it'll update the permissions for my keyboard remapping. So it's not mapping them correctly. I hate everything is just going wrong for me technologically today. But some days it's just like that. Some days it's just like that. Okay, at least it looks like the overlay is updating again, finally. Anyway, regardless, long day. Seasonal affective bitch disorder is happening a lot to me. So I'm kind of glad that I have things like this where I'm like, I have something on a set schedule where I have to like interact with other people, because otherwise I would simply just wrap myself in a blanket on the couch upstairs. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I enjoyed a lot, honestly. Oh god, my brain is just... Oh yeah, good call. I should actually... I have like horrible problems with my back. I mean, not horrible. I feel like horrible is kind of overstating it, but I should put some of the extremely legal lotion that I have on it. After this, I have yoga therapy tomorrow. Exciting. If I could have yoga therapy today every day, I would have it every day, except for that would be very expensive. Oh yeah, I bet. What if I move that there? I think at some point I learned writing wise. I think this must have been like pretty early on. That you want to say like start each subsequent paragraph, like try not to start paragraphs the same way every time. And I try and do that with sentences too, because it sort of, well, it helps make it more readable, I imagine, because that's like scientifically your brain, I think it's like some kind of scientific thing that if your brain is like seeing too much of the same thing, it just becomes monotonous, which is why, for example, I have this extension for my browser that highlights like long chunks of text in alternating gradients, which helps make it more readable. I think it's like supposed to be a thing for ADHD. I don't know if I have ADHD, but I definitely have some things that give me some attention problems. So I think it's kind of a similar principle with starting paragraphs and sentences in a different way, where it makes it easier to read if you're not sort of doing that repetition. So I try and like intentionally mix it up. Oh yeah, no, it drives me nuts. Or it's like, I also, I try and also make sure that the sentence structure is slightly different, where it's like not, like A did X, B did Y, just because I think it's more elegant, it vibes a little bit better, it's a little bit more interesting. There's a couple things in here where it's like I'm adapting in-game dialogue, and it's originally translated from Chinese, and I think like usually I'm like pretty fine with the translation, but I think in some places it ends up being a little bit too literalist, whereas something would flow better if you just, because English doesn't use a whole lot of epithets, and I or like at least if you're writing in English and good at it, you don't end up using a whole lot of epithets, which is not necessarily true in other languages. So I tend to fuck with it a little bit to make it sound a little bit less stilted in some places. I'd really like to, I think I talked about wanting to, I don't know, learn more languages in the past on stream before, which I'd still like to do. I'm trying to like get back up to speed on Spanish. Although it's like one of the things that's tricky about learning languages in this day and age is that you also have to learn the language's internet slang. And no one like makes courses on that. Although I did find a page that was like, here's some bits of like Spanish idiom slang. Apparently other languages also do the like replace sort of like cognate sound with a number kind of thing. Like saludos becomes like salutu. Adjust this a little bit. There we go. Large head. Okay, and that's 7:02, which means that the first sprint is at an end. And hopefully, now that I refresh the overlay, it should actually run the timer next time. But yeah, how's everyone's day going? I haven't done anything super interesting. Sleepy, yeah. Yeah, that's a mood. I feel like the wintertime is just sleepy season. It's just gonna be like that. Yeah. It's December. December is not for productivity, except for we're all here anyway, so we're showing up and that's what's important. Nice. I have been also thinking a little bit about original fiction stuff I want to write, and also some oh my god, fan fictions. You can really see me sneeze on screen now. Some fan fiction stuff that I want to pick up after I finish this one. Thank you. Oh yeah, we should get hibernation days off of work. I definitely fully believe in that. I mean, I also fully believe in the 16-hour work week that communism promised me, so fingers crossed. I did take, I think, like, I might have taken, what is WDLF again? I can't remember what every, like, is that an exchange or is that, like We Die Like Fen, yeah. I looked at signing up and it was, well, okay, I did actually, like, put my name in to like pinch hit once, and then I was like, oh god, I have no idea what to do with these requests, so I will unless I, which is sort of the problem. Possibly if I had decided to do it in, like, I don't know, the middle of June or something like that. I would have had the energy for it, but not in the winter. Oh boy, that sounds like, I don't even know what that's gonna be like, but yeah, definitely DM me. I still need to start work on my baby's very first exchange fic, but it's not due until like the first week of January, so I do have a lot of time. I'm pretty sure, like, there's a lot of things where it's like once I get going and I have an idea, I can just sort of like snap through it, but oh nice. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like big exchange season right now because a lot of people do them for holidays. Yeah, I started trying to conceptualize some stuff that I might want to write for, like, I don't know, original fiction next, because I was, yeah, Yuletide. I've never actually done Yuletide, largely because I haven't actually been in any kind of, like, fandom that anyone else writes in before. I guess I could have, like, tried to sign up this year, but, it's one of those things where it's like, don't fucking know if I'm gonna have the other two, but yeah, it's like Yuletide is like sort of smaller to medium fandoms, is it? I can't remember what actually qualifies. Yeah, I guess in that case possibly I could have signed up this year. because I'm pretty sure Arknights is definitely like nowhere big enough to be over the threshold, but that I could do like, I don't know, what else am I in the fandom for? Is World of Warcraft the right size? I don't know. Oh, less than 1K. God. Okay, definitely. If it's less than 1K, I don't think anything I write for qualifies. I'd have to come up with something like really, really niche. Wonder if, well, I bet, okay, damn, is that like English only, or does that also include other languages? Because I, like, am part of some fandoms where a large chunk of the fics are in, like, Chinese. Because, like, there might well be less than, like, 1,000 English language Arknights fic, but yeah, it's probably English only. Yeah, because that would change some of the metrics, I think. So I'm like, I recently started playing this game called Lobotomy Corporation, which if you've played it, no spoilers, although I'm like, I am absolutely looking forward to actually painstakingly grinding my way through this game so that I can actually like read the fandom stuff, because I get the impression that the spoilers do matter. Oh yeah, that's yeah, that makes sense. That's like it's like I know some fandoms are yeah, it's like really heavily weighted toward different languages. That's like, I can't read Chinese as much as I keep being like, I'm gonna learn Chinese. I will ever learn the language of my forefathers. All I can do is put it through Google Translate and pray that it makes any kind of sense. Well, the other thing the other trouble with trying to like put certain languages through Google Translate fanfic wise is that sometimes it will just scramble every single pronoun. So I have no idea what is referring to what. Okay, and now it is 7:10. So we're starting the second interval. My brain is becoming more alive again. Okay. And this time the timer worked. Nice. Love to see it. It's funny because it's like in Chinese the various versions of it's like ta are written differently, but for some reason it's still like I'm not 100% sure why machine translation doesn't pick that up, but I also don't understand Chinese, so probably it's a thing I don't know. Oh, is that how it works? Okay. Yeah, it's like, I know my grandmother would sometimes mix up pronouns when speaking English, because it's like, shit, what's what's a gendered pronoun? We don't know. Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised that, like, say, Google Machine Translation doesn't actually pick that up. Yeah, that's true. China has a lot of written history. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's just, like, slightly weird, so... Yeah, that's true. It could be the training set. Someone didn't really think that through, because there's a lot of things that Google doesn't think through, as it turns out. There's a lot of things that big tech doesn't think through at all. Host. So I feel like that's one of the hardest things to explain about internet meme language is like sometimes we just say things because it's funny. On the other hand, I guess that's like true of a lot of, I don't know, jokes of previous eras. It's just we well, the weird jokes evolve faster on the internet. Oh god. Oh, my back. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's some Zoomer stuff where I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying. This is clearly like a thing, but I don't know what it means. I think especially because a lot of it comes from TikTok and I only look at very specific corners of TikTok. It is funny though what things it is funny what things like are just completely incomprehensible between generations. Like my mom still to this day pronounces it Pokemon. Are you playing the new Pokemon? Like I have told her hundreds of times that it is pronounced Pokemon, and at this point I have simply stopped trying. I don't need to make this chapter longer. It is already long enough. Um, Okay, 15. Going to. Does anyone else have those, like, things where, hang on, I think my tracker died again. Those things that you do when you're writing where it's like, I know I have used this character action description like 1,500 times, but I can't think of anything else for them to be doing. It's like everyone has their like own personal list of those things, I think, where it's like pinching the bridge of your nose, crossing their arms, you know, rolling their shoulders, kind of thing. I'm like, I need to come up with like, I don't know, approximately 5 more of them to put into rotation. I write all these characters that have very like tightly held body language, where they don't really express that much. So it's like I have like these 5 things that I cling to that are like very neutral, ambiguous expressions of some kind of emotion. Yeah. It's like how do I express that this is a like the precise nuance of this? It's like, what if they just kind of do this in a particular way a lot? Oh my god, I'm suffering. Did I spell that wrong? Yeah, I spelled that wrong. Probably I spelled that in like British English or something like that. Yeah, you suffer. The suffering of Misha's. Okay, and there's the timer. I still haven't fixed the sound effect, but we're on break now. 10 minutes. Stretch your wrists. Stretch your back. Do all those good things for repetitive stress injuries. Or rather, to avoid them. I'm gonna go look at other chill hop playlists because might still be a little too Christmassy. See what Lo-Fi Geek has that's chill, perhaps wintry. No, that's not Lo-Fi Geek, that's Finana. How did I end up there? Let's see. Rain sounds and lo-fi music sounds pretty good. Let's do that one. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to get like a kind of a winter playlist without it getting like super Christmassy, because Christmas is just very like a strong flavor. Oh god. Yeah, I've been very tired this week, but I've been trying to like write a little bit every day, just at least, just a tiny bit. Not least because I am pretty close to like possibly done with this fic. It's like, as you can see, it's like chapter 22 is what I'm currently working on. You can see chapter 23 in the sidebar and the epilogue. And that's it. That's the end. So I'm very close. I'm very close, and it'll be the first fucking writing thing that I've finished in my entire life, apart from the Pokemon fan fiction that I wrote when I was 12. Do not ask about the Pokemon fanfic. Yeah, it's so exciting to finish things. I'm also excited to, like, I don't know, pick up something else that's, like, potentially a big project now that I feel like I can tackle that kind of thing and have the capacity to kind of, like, do it without having the whole thing planned out in advance. There's some yeah, it's like I don't know if I'm gonna have like a big like long fic in this fandom again for a bit. Yeah, gotta keep percolating on possible things I could write there. But what else? My next planned project is going to be picking up this fic that I started like years ago, called The Real Housewives of the Court of Stars, which is World of Warcraft, and it is about snooty elves trying to keep up with their social life while their city is on fire and being taken over by demons around them. Because World of Warcraft Legion is the best World of Warcraft expansion, solely because of the Suramar City part. I love elves, as many of you know. I just think all the various kinds of elves are neat, especially the ones that are stupid assholes. I think someone was trying to. Oh yeah, someone was talking to me about the "I'm a Spider, So What" light novel series, and was telling me like, oh, and the elves are awful, and I'm like, sold. And the elves are awful in a different way than a lot of the elves that I am fond of, which is, I think, possibly a spoiler, so I won't say it on stream. But it's like, listen, I stand World of Warcraft Blood Elves. I'm about it. Which reminds me, I should just like I have a couple weeks off at the end of the month because I have unlimited PTO, so I'm just using that. And what I should do is maybe like see how many short novels I can crank through or something like that. Because it's been a while since I really like cleaned out a bunch of my to-read list. My eyes are perpetually bigger than my mouth as far as book reading goes these days. I also have some original fiction ideas. There's some stuff where I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is too like self-indulgent, but then I remembered that the Mega Tokyo Guide is still going, number one, and also started a like low-key second webcomic that's just basically all the shit that he likes, like Kimono Mimi Girls in Trouble. And I'm like, you know what? I too will be self-indulgent. It's my right. We shall not let it belong solely to cis white dudes. I too can just do whatever the fuck I want with all the fiction tropes that I am a slut for. And I think that's the best way to live your life. What is that? Have the confidence of a mediocre white man kind of thing. Oh, it's like the one thing I will say, because I've read Mega Tokyo for a long fucking time, and I will say it's like, people make fun of the art style not changing over the years, but one thing I have always been deeply jealous of is his ability to draw backgrounds. Because, damn. I mean, it's like, yeah, putting that expensive architecture background to work to make weeb comics. But like, yeah, damn. Sometimes I'm like, man, if only I knew how to do architectural drawing. But we all use the things that we know for our special fun time hobbies, which is why I make a bunch of code widgets to make role playing stuff go. And that's 20 minutes on the clock. Let's get going. Since I'm kind of brain smooth right now, I'm putting in the footnote locations. Maybe I'll try and schedule a massage for like one of the weeks that I'm off or something like that. I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can get in this weekend. Luxury. It's like, listen, massages kick ass. Well, I miss the place that I used to go to near our old apartment because, well, for a while it was like right across the street from where we lived, and that was so convenient. And then it was, they moved offices, but yeah, especially if you are a like all day computer, computer goblin like me, and spend a lot of time hunched over a screen. Definitely good to either like get a massage or like get some, like, do some yoga stretching. I've become #1 stan for yoga stretching stuff. Just do some like cat-cow switches. Oh, hello, lovely wife, to you too. The wife is here. Oh, nice, good job. Thank you for being the aesthetic gift wrapper in this household, because you definitely have more patience for it than I do. I am simply neurotic about different things. I wonder if this first section is going to be long enough to actually turn into a full chapter by the time I've finished footnoting it, actually. If it's over 2K words, I'm just going to fucking post it. Yeah, it's yeah, you can tell what particular kind of sadness I'm attacking people with this time. How many footnotes are in this chapter? It's 32 approximately. Oh, the baby. The baby's here. I somehow accidentally downsized my text. Well, not gonna fix it now. Oh my god. I'm gonna foam roller myself later. I love it when cats just decide to sit on people in really, like, uncomfortable, improbable ways where it's like, is this... Oh, heck. I repeated a footnote number. Damn it. Okay. I have to fix that. And they just act very pleased with themselves, like, ah, yes, I have found the ideal sitting position. It's like, really? Have you? Oh, nice. Way to go, Ivory Horn. Okay, and there's the timer. So that is sprint number 3 done. You're an hour and a half in, so one more to go. How many words do I have in this part? Okay, well it's definitely creeping toward 2000, so this might end up being its own standalone of a slightly shorter chapter. Or well, it'll probably be an approximately average length chapter by the time I put all footnotes in. Love to see that. Oh. How's everyone out there doing with what they were working on? Oh. That's kind of an interesting take. I'm interested to see how that turns out. Also, I'm glad Miss Pigeon is not deterred by any kind of. She's still determined to remain comfortable, regardless of the circumstances. Oh yeah, that'll be neat. Yeah, definitely let me know when you start posting it. I have such trouble actually like sticking to any kind of blogging habit, but maybe someday I will ever figure out how to make it click. Oh yeah. Well, good night. Sounds like you got some good stuff done. So, get a good sleep. Sleep is still an accomplishment. Oh yeah, I should in fact go back to my review of vacation Bible school packages because that was hilarious. I was kind of hoping that no one was doing vacation Bible schools for the last couple years. I regrettably, I'm sure that some people did in fact do vacation Bible schools, although I did see on the website that I usually go to find those kind of packages that they did kind of pivot to selling some stuff that was like for remote last year. So, encouraging that not everyone who buys into those kinds of things is completely off the rails there. Yeah, I feel like many of us stopped doing a lot of things toward the end of 2019, and then we're like, oh, I'll get to doing more of that, and then the beginning of 2020 happened, and yeah, a lot of things happened to a lot of best laid plans in early 2020. Yeah, my planners for the last couple of years have been a shit show. I bought a Hobonichi the last couple of years, and I was so excited about it in 2020. And then I used it for like 2 months, and then March happened, and then I didn't. And then I bought one optimistically for 2021 and basically did not use it whatsoever past the first month. So instead, what I did this year is buy a similarly sized slingshot planner from Microcosm Books. They sell them at a bunch of other indie bookstores. But I think it'll still fit into my Hobonichi cover, so I can still use that. Yeah, why make plans? And yeah, that's a good question. We simply do not know. Yeah, the Genshin one looks cute. Yeah, I like, I was into bullet journaling a lot during, I want to say 2020, especially because we were doing the house buying thing. So I had a lot of shit to keep track of. That, and I was doing the house buying thing at the same time as I was doing a bunch of planning for a online role-playing game event that I was running at the end of August that year. So it was just bullet journal unskippable for several months. And then I fell off of it again. Because yeah, I would. I absolutely would. You are correct. I would slam down a lot of money for both parts of that concept. You're correct. Although it depends on the design, because it has to be... I like things that are kind of like tasteful fan merchandise in terms of like, it's not like super overt. More, relying on design elements and iconography and that kind of thing. Yeah, it has largely been tasteful, which I think is kind of interesting. I guess it's like that or cup noodles themed. Yeah, the layout for planners is always kind of a rough one, because it's such a personal thing. I'm very much like, I think I've turned out to be kind of like a very like err on the side of simplicity person as far as planner layouts. Yeah, where is the cup noodles themed bullet journal? Although it's like one of those things where Notebook Therapy does enough like runs of different themed bullet journal sets, and I'm like, I feel like they will probably end up getting around to like doing one that has somehow that happens to be cup noodle themed. There's a bullet journal for everything. Someone has done it. Either that, or there's like those customizable planner places like I don't know, Plum Paper or whatever, that lets you like customize your spreads and your cover and everything. Okay, so it's 8:09. We got like 1 minute until next sprint. So become ready. Yeah, I have I have so many notebooks that at this point I'm like, I need to put like an embargo on myself buying more notebooks until I actually use them. Okay, I am starting the timer. 20 minutes on the clock. Let's go. But yeah, I'm like, I both love and hate the fact that Notebook Therapy comes out with like 4 or 5 different sets of themed journaling things every year. Okay, I will receive them as gifts exclusively. Especially since you told your family that I like stationery. I mean, what to get us both is candles. Our budget every month, $3,000 of candles. Simply bring us the candles. There's this candle that I bought recently on a whim. It's like called from a candle maker that specializes in some like that does some like D&D or like sort of tabletop game scenario based candle scents. I bought one and I was we were so enamored of it that we burned through it within like 2 days. So in their like post Thanksgiving sale, I bought 3 more. I simply love those, yeah, tabletop fantasy adventure themed. Simply love those forest smells. Yeah, I'm not sponsored, but buy Lorelight candles. They're good shit. Just, I love an artisanal candle. My parents are still concerned about me lighting candles in the house, and also the fact that we have a wood-burning fireplace, but have politely not brought it up after the first time. When I was like, "Oh, hey, Mom, you could get us a scented candle subscription." She was like, "No, I don't approve of I think it's dangerous to burn candles inside the house." I'm like, "Okay, Mother, thank you." If there's anything that explains all you need to know about my parents, we did successfully discuss the fireplace over Thanksgiving. So hopefully that means she has accepted that we will not burn to death. Yeah, but all anyone needs to know to understand my parents is that one year for Christmas, when I went home for the holidays when I was younger, my parents got each other like these emergency seatbelt cutters for if they were ever in a car accident and their car flipped over, and then also got me a running bracelet with my address and their phone number on it. In case I keeled over while running or something. Oh God, what was I doing? Sorry, I got distracted by talking. Okay. Yeah, when we were both like, huh, the fire alarm's going off. I guess the fire truck will come. Time to go to Starbucks. The fact that no one tells you that after you like graduate from living in like, well, it's like every fire drill in your life, it's like, okay, file outside and wait for the fire department to come because it's hooked up to the fire department and it will call it automatically. And no one tells you that when you're in your very own uh, quote unquote vintage apartment, uh, that those fire alarms are not hooked up to the fire department and that you have to do it yourself. Yeah, it's like they should really tell you that, like possibly when you're in college or something like that. Because I feel like it's a really easy thing to assume. Maybe I'm just. Man, one of the things that I really like about the game that I'm writing for right now is that it's one of those things where it starts out where it's like, this might be kind of like a little problematic as far as how it relates to stuff like, say, resistance movements, disability rights, that kind of thing. And then you hit like chapter 7 and 8, 6, 7, and 8, and it's like, oh, actually, that was just kind of setting up for it to kind of turn it on its head and be like, but actually, let's talk about violence and the power of the state and the way that abuse happens in cycles. It's like, thanks. this is a game about girls with animal ears. I'm surprised but not disappointed. Pleasantly surprised. What's it doing? God, the fact that I've gotten as much done today as I have is a miracle. Because I am on the struggle bus. not a phrase. It's mashed two idioms together. I'm very tired. Or rather, I'm not sleepy. I'm just brain having not firing on all cylinders. Oh, hello, Autumn Loves Writing. Welcome to chat. Oh, that's really cool that you're a songwriter. I know I've tried my hand at songwriting before, but it is definitely difficult. So I definitely respect that. Stream is actually almost over, but thank you for popping in. So I am currently writing fan fiction. I do a lot of prose writing and in the sort of I don't know, I would generally say sci-fi fantasy genre, both original fic and fan fiction. And I am also a poet sometimes, though I don't do a whole lot of poetry on stream because it's kind of hard to nail down as a process where I'm just writing continuously. 1 minute warning on the sprint timer. Yeah, we're actually almost done for the night here because I do 2-hour streams. But if you would like to stop by, I'll be running these on Thursday again. So if you follow the channel, follow is the word that we use on Twitch. Yeah. If you follow the channel, you can get notifications for when I run this again on Thursday at 6:30 CST or Saturday at noon CST. Oh, and yeah, thank you for the follow, Autumn. What number was I on? Oh, there's the timer. Well, no matter what number footnote I was on, because we are done for the night. I hope everyone got some good stuff done. Anyone get some good stuff accomplished? Let's find out how many words I actually have in this segment, because it may end up just being a standalone chapter. Oh, nice. Glad to hear it, Jess. Okay, yeah, we're definitely over 2K, so I think probably it'll be somewhere in the zone of like 2.5K or 3K by the time I'm done with the footnotes, so I think this is definitely going to be a whole fucking chapter all on its own. Thank God. I can separate it and then and not have to worry about this chapter becoming god-awful unwieldy. Yeah, and I know some folks already tapped out for the night because we are in the sleepy months here, so I know I'm gonna go lie face down for a bit after this. Oh my god. Okay. Revise that. Lie face down, but also first, foam roller my entire back. Because I am aged. Across the border of 20 to 30, and now every part of me needs to be stretched constantly. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by tonight. I hope it seems like we all got some good stuff done. So, um, I hope I hope I'll see some of you again on. Yeah, it's all downhill from here. Yeah, oof. Um, yeah, it's really unfortunate that the more things you have to handle in your life, the more habits you have to develop to keep your mediocre flesh vessel from falling apart. Because I already have enough things to do, and I have things that I would rather be doing. I would rather be writing fan fiction than having to use that time on things like quote stretching and moisturizing. But here we are. Here we are. Yeah, hopefully I will see some of you again on Thursday. I'm also adding a Saturday midday stream this week. See if I can catch some of my Eurotimer friends so that they can also come hang out on stream, because I know some of them are having kind of a rough time with this being at like 2 a.m. their time or whatever. So, hope to see you again then, and hope everyone has a lovely, cozy night.